Welcome back to another episode of the K-Dog&Fish Show. I am Fish.
K-Dog.
Lego announced their May the 4th special sets, and we want to review them.
I'm buying none of them.
So this week, Lego announced, and we love talking about other collectibles. So
Yeah.
got a lot of Lego people that watch this channel. They announced their May the 4th pre-orders of special sets that they're doing just for Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
So let's dive into it.
Sure.
The one of the coolest ones I thought was the chopper from Star Wars Rebels.
I'll give that
Come on.
a B plus.
It's pretty sweet.
It's all right.
It's got his little
It's pretty good.
arms out.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's not huge.
1,039 pieces.
Yeah.
It's going to be $129.99 Canadian.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll give the chopper some props. Yeah.
You actually, I just put together my R2-D2 set that you got me for my birthday.
Yeah.
And it is pimp.
Yeah, I was jealous. That one had you had the
I like it.
You had the arms.
Yeah.
Mine didn't. That sucks. But all right.
Jango Fett fire spray class starship. Now, before we discuss this, the first time I heard fire spray, I was thinking of when we go out for wings and we have too much homicide sauce on your wings. That's a fire spray.
Yeah, or when I take my first leak prior to the
We got
wings.
a burner.
We got a burner here.
2,970 piece Jango Fett ship, starship.
I don't know. That does seem like a lot of pieces.
It does. So this is good.
Because I have the original.
Bigger than the Slave One.
I have the Slave One.
Yeah.
So, which is awesome. But I'm pretty sure the Slave One, the retail on that was a lot higher, and that was a long time ago, right?
It was. Yeah, it was years
But
ago.
they did make a smaller Slave
And
One.
they made a smaller Slave One. But we tried to Google the Slave One that I have. We couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And that Slave One took me. It was a fun build. It was a complex build. So
Probably.
But I saw the pictures of these. And they actually look. It looks cool, but I can't really judge how big it is. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because it's only
Just
again,
shy of 3,000 pieces, though. That's pretty big.
the way Lego works.
Yeah.
Lego, in case most of you guys don't know
By
this.
the way, expert Lego.
If you're
builder.
not into Lego, Lego's monetary system in terms of value versus non-value is like prostitutes. So again, when you look at the price, you know what you're getting,
Gotcha.
right? Let's call it like it is.
If she's $50,
Come on.
you should keep on walking.
So I'm just saying, this one was only $379,
$379.99.
which is not a expensive set for Lego.
No,
Right.
Yeah, for the big stuff.
And they're kind of calling them all collector series, which I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
You know, the UCS series. So I'm kind of torn about this. I got to do a little more research on it. Yeah, it still but the pictures are deceiving, right? You know,
Yeah, like
just
when
talk-
you send pictures of yourself to your lady.
Yeah.
You try to get a good angle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You get those lenses you pop on there, mood lighting,
Just make it look bigger.
The whole point is for $379, I can't think this is going to be a very large set.
Okay.
And I'm just saying that. I'm just talking out loud. It looked fairly large in the pictures, but it might be a decent size, but it might not be as intricate as the original Slave One.
Well, here's
what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know.
Here's my comparison.
Send me a set, Lego. I'll put it together, and we'll see.
Here's my comparison because last week, nothing to do with Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
But last week, Lego announced those Marvel busts.
Yeah.
And the picture that they posted, it looked big.
Right.
I didn't even look at the piece count, but it looked big. And then the box and then the actual bust. And then they did a reveal. I mean, we can get a clip of that.
Yeah.
They removed a blanket or a sheet.
Yeah.
Pulled it out. And the thing was this, this big.
Yeah.
It's so tiny.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously small.
Yeah.
So it is hard to judge based on just the glam shots that they put out.
Well, it was in the news about 2 years ago that Lego did hire the director of photography that worked on Elf.
Got
so
perspective.
I think
Forced
he's using.
perspective.
You see the guy sitting at the table, but the table's actually 8 feet back there.
That's how they made Will Ferrell look
That's
big.
how they made Will Ferrell look so big.
I even remember that from the behind the movies thing about it.
Yeah.
It's called forced perspective.
Yeah. So I think there's a little bit of that going on with the Lego pictures,
Gotcha.
but I don't know. So
Because those Marvel busts
they're tiny,
so tiny,
but they look big in the
Why
picture.
did you use a sheet to reveal this tiny little?
Yeah.
You could have used a Dixie cup to reveal it.
Yeah.
18 inches, 16 inches by 8 inches.
18 for the Jango.
18-inch probably from base to top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 16 wide with the wings, and then
All right.
depth is
All
probably.
right. It's got a little girth.
inch.
It's still pretty big.
All right.
The slave one's probably bigger, but that's pretty big.
The
All right.
slave one is
Yeah.
it sounds a little big.
You know, I was crapping on it, but you know what? For $379, that might be decent value.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it here on this picture on a
Yeah.
desk, and it's bigger than a book. And that book looks like a normal size, like a 12-inch hardcover.
18 by 16.
I've seen some small
Yeah.
books.
I've seen some really small books.
Well, compared to the desk,
Good Night Moon. Small book.
Just saying. I don't know what kind of books
All
you're
right.
reading. You know,
Moving on.
Yeah.
Speaking of Django, there's also going to be a Django bust.
I'm not sure how these busts are doing.
600 and I like the helmet ones.
Yeah, but I think
This is the
I don't
helmet
know.
one.
They're really pouring the gas on the busts.
The helmet
ones, yeah.
are some of them are really cool. This one is 616 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a Kylo bust helmet,
Yeah,
529 pieces.
yeah,
These are $90.
yeah. That's usually the price of those. They have I have the Iron Man one, which is kind of cool. They came out with the AT-AT driver,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah.
but,
That one's actually also 730 piece
Yeah.
AT-AT driver helmet.
That's not a May the 4th. That came out a little while ago.
that came out a little while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know how well these busts are doing. So,
Now,
but
besides that, the Kylo Ren with the bus, they're also doing his command shuttle.
Yeah.
Now, this is the same price as the bus
yeah,
at $90, $89.99
yeah, it's gonna be
Canadian.
tiny.
386 pieces.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's nothing.
Same price as the 616 piece Django bus and the 529 piece Kylo helmet.
Disney released Snow White. What
Come
do
on,
you expect?
That command shuttle, by the way, looks tiny.
Yeah, do you know what the licensing rights
Not very impressive.
to
build.
Disney went up after Snow White?
So White just tanked everything.
Like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. They got to make it up somewhere. Mm-hmm. You know?
Now I saved this one for last because these are just the announcements so far this week
All
that
right.
we saw a couple days ago. This one to me, I will get this. I think I have to have it. I don't have a huge Star Wars Lego collection like you do, but this is just so cool. It was the Star Wars logo. And I remember they did a Marvel logo recently, right? Star Wars logo,
Yeah.
700 pieces, $79.99. Pretty good,
Sure.
and it just looks pimp.
This looks cool.
It's got the
It'd be
yellow
cool- it'd
bricks
be
with
cool
the
on a-
black background.
On a shelf.
Yeah,
Look cool. You know?
I thought that would look really cool.
Yeah.
I might put it even with my old Star Wars Kenner toys.
Yeah.
Just have it right in the middle and then surround it with toys.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that Star Wars logo is probably my favorite. Now, out of these are just what was announced so far. Is there anything that you would like to see that they did not announce?
Well, that's tough to say, right? Like they really, I don't know. It's weird. Like I like collecting the the UCS, the Ultimate Collector Series stuff.
And those are huge.
They came out with the Jabba barge. That was $649 Canadian. I didn't buy it because it looked kind of boring.
Yeah.
But now that they haven't come out with anything else, I might just buy it because I kind of jonesing to build something.
Yeah.
So, but then I gotta find somewhere to put it because it actually is pretty big.
It's big.
But it's only $649, which isn't crazy. I think they took a bit of a bath on some of them that they released, like they did the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
which was pretty pricey. It was like $900, and it was really boring. It was really boring. Like it was very boring looking. The AT-AT, which was $1,100. Which I still haven't bought, which is hilarious because they kept complaining I wanted one before they released it. I wanted an Ultimate Collector Series AT-AT, and then they came out with it, and then I was like, holy crap, that's cool. And then I realized A, how big it is, and B, do I want to spend
Is it
$1,100?
like 3 feet?
It's like this. It's like massive. It's
Yeah.
huge. It's amazing though. And then I want to get 2 of them and then create like a diorama where one's like falling down and stuff like that. And then have like because people do that. That's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
I kind of want to go look
Build
into
yourself
that.
a little Hoth world?
Yeah, your little Hoth, and the one AT-AT is like falling on its one leg, and then it's like, that's cool.
You got to have
And
Luke
you got all
repelling.
the clone troopers like in the
Yeah,
snow
like
and
how
stuff.
cool would that be, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
Get that
So I'm
fake
complaining
snow.
about one for $1,100. Let's buy 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Does Lego do 2 for deals?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they always do that.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Also, I'm just while we're on Lego. So my kids get little sets all the time, or you guys will get my kids bigger sets.
Yeah.
And I finally downloaded the Lego Rewards thing. Just scan the QR code on the books, right? Before you recycle them. You only get 20 points regardless.
Oh yeah, the points aren't great on the Lego.
It could be it could be a 1,500 piece Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Or it could be a 60 piece flower pot.
Yeah.
Which my wife got 20 points. Either or.
Oh, it should
Bing,
be
bang, bong.
It should be based on the dollar amount.
Nope.
Did they change it?
20 points.
Oh, it wasn't the dollar amount, but it still wasn't good when it was
Doesn't
the dollar
matter.
amount.
20 points, 20 points.
Oh.
You should get a point per dollar.
Right?
Yeah.
Just something a little different. I don't know. I felt 20
Have they ever
points
done a
is-
collector's series Vader's Castle?
Ooh.
No.
Like huge and like lava and rock and
No, they never done that.
Vader minifigs.
It'd be very Lord of the Rings-ish because they've done a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff like
If
that.
have they ever done the final battle from Revenge of the Sith?
Mustafar?
Mustafar, that's it. And I have the high ground and just have lava and
No, never done that.
oh my god, that would be a cool set.
There is rumor that they're going to do another UCS Death Star, which will be interesting because it was going to be the biggest set they've ever done, which means I'm only assuming it's going to cost
2,000.
no, probably not that much.
15.
Probably 15. Probably $14.99.
Yeah.
But I kind of want them to do. Remember the kind of AT-AT looking ones from Return of the Jedi on Endor?
ATST.
ATS, is that what it was? The two leg ones.
Yep.
They've done them in the past. I kind of. It'd be cool if they did that, like a newer version of that
Okay.
in the Ultimate Collector series
With a little
that would be
Chewie
cool.
in it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like and because they did do them, they were still
I actually
pretty
have
cool.
I have the 1980 80s Kenner of the ATST.
That'll go great with your 2 collector series.
Pretty sweet.
AT-ATs.
Yeah, it would look good. It would make a nice little collection. But other than that, I don't know. They've pretty much done most things now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, so now they're kind of re-releasing stuff, which you don't really want to do, right? You want to come up with some new original stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't
Telling
know.
you, Mustafar, battle scene,
Yeah,
5,000 pieces.
All lava.
It'll be
2 minifigs.
It'll be
It's all black,
$1,800.
black, gray, and lava. It's an awesome build. Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Star Wars Day, May the 4th pre-orders from Lego? Is there a set you would like to see if you're a Lego builder? Please tell us in the comments. And to join our exclusive members for bonus content, live shows, and more, make sure you click the join button. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
See you.